My name is Carl Capus. I graduated from Villanova University in 1997 with an electrical engineering degree. I also played baseball on the Villanova baseball team. Sanfilippo syndrome, both my children have Sanfilippo syndrome, so we're struggling to raise awareness and funding for a treatment or cure. Essentially, Sanfilippo syndrome it's a genetic disorder, and the children are born or lacking an enzyme that breaks down a naturally occurring sugar molecule in their body. And over time, since this molecule isn't broken down, it builds up, and in their case, it builds up in their brain, so it causes progressive brain damage, and then eventually death. My oldest son, Ryan, was diagnosed in 2008, I believe. It was kind of building up to the point where we knew something was wrong, but we didn't know what was wrong. We went through a lot of testing, and when we found out that he had Sanfilippo syndrome, I can say as a family we were really devastated, because when the doctors told us that essentially he had a genetic disorder that has no cure or no treatment available, and there wasn't really much we can do. That was a very tough process to hear, a very tough thing to hear, and a very tough process to go through. Essentially, Ryan and Braden were both born perfectly normal. We had no worries about their birth, and as Ryan progressed with his peers, he fell behind in speech, and there were some other things that typical children and toddlers do that Ryan was kind of behind on. And then eventually went to the genetic testing, which is where they found out, okay, it's Sanfilippo syndrome. It's something bigger than just whether it be a speech delay or some other sort of ADHD or autism. In 2012, I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in order to raise awareness for Sanfilippo syndrome. I went to a local radio station and got a local radio DJ to climb with me in order to reach out to more people and raise that awareness. Essentially, once Ryan was diagnosed and then Braden, I felt as a parent I essentially had two choices. I can kind of sit in a corner and cry about it, or I can do something about it. And when I started this journey, I always felt that if I can't save my own children from this disease, if what I do can save other parents from having to go through this, then I would be successful in life. So essentially that's kind of the goal I set out is we will find a treatment or cure. I hoped it was within, that I can save my children. And, just recently now that we've actually been able to fund a therapy, there is hope for us. It's kind of really exciting, and I feel a real sense of accomplishment. Given the difficult situation that we're facing, we've come together as parents and as families that we will beat the disease. We know we will beat that disease. We do need help, so we're asking everyone that can to help us out and help us get through this, because we will beat it, and we'll all beat it together.